Boy, I can't adjust the fucking camera. There you go. It's highly professional. So, today's job is to replace some clock bulbs in the Aprilia that was called Frankie, as in Frankenstein's monster, because of the stitches. I've now decided he's called Olive because of the colour. The bulbs that I've got to replace, there's literally 3 or 4 different types in the clock because Italians. So one of them I've got to replace is these 12 volt T4Ws, quite often used in dashboards of cars basically. And another one I've got to replace, because you know they can't use the same bulb, is one of these little fellas, which is a 12 volt by 1.2 watt capless. And I've got other capless in stock, but they're like twice the size of that, because stuff like the Kawasaki and what have you, they use what I call normal, the Japanese size capless, and I think Phyllis does too actually. But yes, so the first thing I've got to do, take the cowling off, and the easiest way I've found to do it is to unbolt the indicators, because they'll just pull out and then you can disconnect the wiring. You've got to take the screen off, drop the cowling, unplug the headlight, and then I can get to the clocks. So we could do a montage. Because I'm not going to remove the cowling fully, I don't have to undo the midsection there. So as you can see, that goes around the forks, it just makes a circle out of this. If you were to remove this completely, you'd have to take that out just to split it. But I need to get to these little fellas here, so that's where I'm going to be replacing the bulbages. Yes. Both replaced. Now put the fairing cowling back on, bolt it all up, and plug in the indicator wiring again. It's easier to just reach back inside and get the indicator wiring. You know, you've got plenty of wiggle room, although this harness has been buggered about with, as it appears to be standard with most of the bikes I purchase. Nice. So I don't think you need to see me put the fairing back on, do you? Or do you? Fixed. But I do find it odd that the Speedo actually only has one bulb in it, but it is in the area that goes from like 0 to 70, so that's fine. I mean, I think the top speed of the bike is only something like 112 anyway, and usually it's sitting at between 60 and 70, so as long as I can see the speedometer at night, perfectly fine. Oh, and you may have heard it earlier, or you may have heard it on some videos. I've installed a beeping indicator relay which does this.